everyone, this is Pragya Devan and you're watching Voice News Network. Here are the top stories for today. Thousands of motorists left stranded on a motorway around the Greek capital Athens have been rescued overnight after a severe snowstorm swept across the Mediterranean region. More than 3,500 people were rescued on Monday, but about 300 drivers remained on the motorway overnight. Parts of Athens were also hit by heavy power cuts, with grid operators working to restore electricity. Authorities say that the storm, named Eptilda, will persist until Wednesday. Environment Minister Christos Stylianides has blamed the motorways management company for the chaos. Today marks the 2 years since the first case of COVID-19 was officially confirmed in Ontario. Talking about the cases in the province of Ontario, the number of people with COVID-19 in Ontario's intensive care units climbed to 626 today, making a new high for the ongoing Omicron-driven wave of the pandemic. Of those patients in ICUs, about 85% were admitted due to COVID-related illnesses, while 15% were already in critical care when they tested positive for the virus. The Ministry of Health also reported the deaths of 64 more people with COVID-19. According to the ministry spokesperson, the deaths happened over the last 20 days. Ontario's death toll currently stands at 11,068. Environment Canada has issued an extreme cold weather alert for Toronto starting Tuesday night and heading into Wednesday morning, with frigid temperatures expected. In a warning issued on Tuesday, the weather agency says that the temperatures in the area are expected to plunge down to anywhere from -21 degrees to -27, with wind chill values making it feel more like -28 to -33. Environment Canada is advising people to dress warmly and cover up. The warning also says that there is a greater risk for young children, older adults, people with chronic illnesses, people working or exercising outdoors, and those without proper shelter. Pfizer and BioNTech announced that they have started a clinical trial to test a new version of their vaccine specifically designed to target the COVID-19 Omicron variant. Banking on volunteers in the United States, the company now plans to test the immune response generated by Omicron-based vaccine both as a 3-shot regimen in unvaccinated people and as a booster shot for people who already received 2 doses of their original vaccine. They're also testing a 4th dose of the current vaccine against a 4th dose of the Omicron-based vaccine in people who received a 3rd dose of the Pfizer-BioNTech. The federal government in Canada has made it clear that it will not back down on its vaccination rule for cross-border truckers, despite opposition from some drivers and groups claiming to represent their interest. In a joint media statement released today, Transport Minister Omar Al-Grabras says that COVID-19 vaccines are the most effective tool to reduce the risk of COVID-19 and protect public health. The federal ministers say that they are working on the supply chain issues, which have been driven in large parts by pandemic-related shortages, constrained port capacity, and a reduced labor force. In a startling revelation, a report from Statistics Canada says that COVID-19 pandemic contributed to an average 7-month decline in national life expectancy. This is the largest decrease recorded since 1921, when the Vital Statistics Registration System was introduced. The federal agency released preliminary data which shows that the national life expectancy, which is estimated on an annual basis, was 81 years for those born in 2020, down to 82 years. The drop was greater for men at more than 8 months than for women at nearly 5 months. The largest declines in the country were observed in Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia. The Canadian government says it's withdrawing the family members of diplomatic staff stationed in Ukraine amidst the heightened tensions of a Russian invasion. The move comes a few days after the United States and the UK recalled the families of their embassy staffers. After high-level diplomatic talks between US and its European allies, Russia has denied that it is planning an assault, but has massed an estimated 100,000 troops near Ukraine in recent weeks. American rapper Cardi B recently won the legal battle against YouTuber Tasha K, who she sued in 2019, awarding the star around more than $1 million in damages. According to Billboard publication, a federal jury sided with Cardi B on her accusations that a YouTuber named Tasha K waged a malicious campaign to hurt the superstar's reputation, issuing a verdict that the woman had defamed the rapper and awarding more than $1 million in damages. Brampton City Council will soon vote on a motion calling on the city to reverse its support of Highway 413 after months of trying and failing to get provincial support for its own development plans. Council initially endorsed the controversial project, also called the GTA West Corridor, in 2019. But in 2020, the city released a report on a transit-oriented and green community concept called Heritage Heights, which has been in the works for years. Councillor Doug Willens, who put forth the motion to strongly oppose Highway 413 in its entirety, says that the Heritage Heights plan is incompatible with the Highway 413 project. He proposed that highway would cost at least $6 billion and would follow a 59-kilometer route across the northwestern part of the GTA, linking the northern edge of Vaughan to where Mississauga, Brampton and Milton converged at the interchange of Highway 401. People associated with the project say that this would damage the environment, but Premier Doug Ford's government says that the highway will ease gridlock and cut commute times in a region that's growing fast. The first Arabic language film on Netflix has sparked controversy in Egypt for alleged immorality and undermining of traditional values. The movie Dearest Friends involves discussions of sexual encounters and extramarital affairs and shows characters drinking alcohol. The film is set in Lebanon and is a remake of 2016 hit Italian film Perfect Strangers. While Egyptian actors and film critics have voiced support for the movie, some conservative lawyers and politicians have accused the makers of the film for violating society's values and ethics. And that is it in today's bulletin. Thanks for watching.